Agilicis delivers state-of-the-art software solutions and services that help casinos achieve high return hospitality by maximizing return on experience through interactions that make personal profitable. Agilicis will partner with you to implement the right hospitality solution for you, whether that is cloud or on-prem, best of breed point solution, or fully integrated ecosystem. Discover the power of high return hospitality and delight your guests, retain staff, and grow your margins. Visit agilicis.com for more information or to schedule an initial consultation. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another exciting GNL Voice. On today's show, we're pretty excited because we have Brooke Fiumara here from OPTX. She is the co-CEO, which she's going to explain to all of us today and give us a lot of history of OPTX and some of the great things they're doing over there. But first, we have a couple of sponsors, which it's awesome. We have two sponsors for this show, probably all because of Brooke. But we have C-Swan. Are you concerned about ransomware? C-Swan's advanced solution, trusted by the U.S. military, offers unparalleled protection for your data. And now you can test drive it for free. Experience the peace of mind that comes with top-tier cybersecurity. Contact us today at cswan.io and safeguard your digital world. Don't wait until it's too late. Ensure your data's safety with C-Swan. Visit cswan.io now to get started and join the ranks of satisfied users. What a great name. For some reason, that name just sticks with me. I love it. It's almost like the seashore thing, but new up and comer into our industry. So definitely give them a look. And of course, we're being sponsored also by Agilicis today, who has been our longtime sponsor and great supporter over there. And I can't say enough about those guys. We recently had David Purcell on the show, and Ryan Carrier walked us through their new offices. So if you get a chance, definitely reach out to them. But for now, what I'd really like to do is introduce Brooke Fiumara, the co-CEO of OPTX. Brooke, welcome to the show. Tell us a little bit about your role with OPTX and a little about the history of the company.
All right. Well, thanks so much for having me. I'm super excited to be here today. A little bit about us and myself. OPTX was founded in 2019, and our vision then is really the same as it is today, which was to revolutionize the gaming industry through advanced yet very operator-friendly technology. And my role at OPTX as the co-CEO really involves overseeing design and requirements of our various modules that we offer. One of my duties is to ensure that we meet the evolving needs of all of our clients and that we remain at the forefront of technology, of innovation within our industry. I also oversee sales, marketing, client success, and a lot of people ask about the co-CEO role and what does that dynamic look like. And the nice thing about myself and Tom Rafferty, who I run the company with, is we have very clear expertise and we have very clear lanes that we stay in. And so Tom really oversees more of the AI, technology, innovation, compliance, legal. He's a patent attorney by trade. So all the things that I don't do. And then, I can focus on what I'm really great at and passionate about. So it works really well. Our journey began with the creation of our first module, which was player development. And that was really just the starting point for us, as we always intended to expand into other operational verticals. And today we offer 8 comprehensive modules that cover slots, marketing, player development. We have AI incorporated into each of those verticals that we support. And each of these modules is really designed to enhance, of course, the efficiency, the insights and profit, really, of casino ops. Really what sets us apart, though, is our ability to deliver this advanced functionality in an incredibly user-friendly manner. And that's something that I constantly hear from our clients. And it's just really that our software feels very intuitive, people get it, and they can really see that it was designed and developed by casino operators, because the product just makes sense. And so that's a little bit about us.
That's great. I mean, there's a lot in there because you talked about a lot of different modules and things like that. So let's chunk it out a little bit. And what are the like short-term goals and the long-term goals of optics and the platform?
Yeah, so short term, we are really focused this year. We'll call it the next 4 quarters on integrating all of the usable AI throughout all of our different product features. And I really put an emphasis on usable AI because I think we all know AI is like a very buzz, heavy word right now, and a lot of companies are incorporating AI, but if you can't use it, if it's just a number or a metric or an insight and it doesn't have any operational purpose, then it's really just fluff. And so even our team, we come across a lot of that. We develop these models and we look at it and we're like, how would you actually use that, or what feature can we incorporate that into? And a lot of times the answer is we can't, so we don't. Right. And so we are really focused on iterating through all of our different AI models, to incorporate them into our product where it makes sense and where it can actually be used by an operator in a material way. Another short-term goal is campaign automation, player journeys. That is coming to our product very fast and furious. Everyone who uses our campaign tool is asking for this. They want to be able to take a player and automate what types of communication and offers they receive based on their behaviors. And that is something that we have spent the last 5 years building the foundation for. And so all these various modules that we offer have put us in a position to actually start to offer automation. And so I'm really excited about that for our campaign customers, because we're going to start to see, things like when a player signs up on your floor and they spend a certain amount, or an AI model predicts them to be worth a certain amount, we can send them emails, text messages, we can push in-app notifications, in addition to pushing and delivering an offer directly to the system. So that short term, those are for sure where our product is headed, and I'm super excited about that. Long term, it's much more visionary than it is tactical. The short term goal is obviously very tactical, but long term, we really want to be the single source of all of these different operational tools. One thing that we have noticed is our customers love that it is one tool, one company, one team that they work with, whether it's their slot product, their slot dispatch product, their marketing tool, their player development tool. It's easier for them. They're not managing 7 vendors anymore. It's one company that allows them to execute all of these various roles. So we want to continue to expand upon that, and really just continue to be a market leader in innovation.
That's excellent. I mean, you talked a lot about AI and its, uses, and
Mhm.
I'm excited about AI and frightened like everybody, but I love that you're taking the approach that sometimes AI just doesn't fit. There's just those things that you don't need it to learn. You need it to do a complex series of things, which is great that you're taking that approach. But uh, how are you? I mean, other ways that, like in the long term and everything, how do you see AI playing out in the platform itself, long term?
Yeah. Well, I think, depending on the module, right, AI is going to be applicable in very different ways. So I can talk about some of the ways we're using it today, in a very tactical way. So um, we're always looking for ways to integrate AI into all these various modules that we offer, right? And some very specific examples that we have today are, one would be like our slot profit model. And slot profit is a model that looks at not only the slot data within your casino or within a single casino or an enterprise, but it looks at machine performance across the entire optics universe and player demographics on those machines that are driving the ultimate machine performance. And so with this model, we can make recommendations on a floor to um, do conversions or add new games. And these are themes that don't currently exist on that floor. So we are taking data that, is industry wide and applying it directly to your property and saying, hey, you should really consider adding this theme to your floor. And so that's a really useful tactical way to incorporate AI into our product. Another way that we're doing this is more player development focused, but every single day we deliver hosts with the top contacts. These are the low hanging fruit, whether they're hosted or unhosted. These are the players that you need to reach out to because they're missing, they have a high risk of churn, or they're declining in lifetime value. And we can deliver those daily to the host team. And now the host knows exactly how to start their day. I'm going to make these 3 to 5 contacts and know that I am contributing to the bottom line of the property. And so that's really exciting. It's another just very simple way to use AI within our product. And then the final use case we'll talk about is more marketing focused, and that is incorporating a player's future value into maybe your segmentation or your campaign management. And you can use this to segment more accurately. And we've done a lot of back testing on our AI model versus, traditional segmentation, which might take like a historical ADT as a very simple example. We have found that the AI model that OPTX is incorporating into the product to be 30% more accurate than a player's historical behavior. And so if you take that 30% accuracy and you start to translate that to your own campaign reinvestment, it is significant in terms of dollars, and just right sizing the offers that you should be giving players. So we are always looking for ways. Those are 3 like really good, useful ways to use AI within the tool. And those are the types of things that our team is constantly thinking of and evaluating along with our clients. Our clients have amazing ideas. And so we are, as much as we are a software as a service product, we are also an extension of our clients' teams, and we are constantly collaborating and figuring out ways to make their lives better.
Wow, that 30% almost makes the whole system pay for itself, that's for sure.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's nice to hear, how you're using AI to pull the trends that are out there with slots
Industry.
and apply
Yeah.
it to what we used to call just saturation models on our floor, where you can just deal with, hey, this is, this we need 4 more of these. Well, I'll date myself, Cleopatra's, uh, you know, because they're, doing this in the industry. So that's really cool. So what does the future of optics look like? I mean, what are some of the things that excite you about where you're going and beyond just the long-term goals?
Yeah, so the future really for us is focused on, I mean, we kind of talked about a lot, but really tactical ways to use AI and automation. So we envision a universe where, these traditional ways of segmenting your players, these traditional ways of thinking about machine placement are really challenged because we can use technology to automate a lot of very cumbersome processes. We can use technology to manage large amounts of player databases in a very easy to use fashion. And so those are the things that our team is focused on. And the last 5 years, the last 5 years of this company has really been focused on building the foundational platform, so that we can get to this place of automation. You can't just start there, right? There's all these things that you have to do to make it make sense for the gaming industry specifically. And that's what we did. So now I feel like we're headed into a phase within the organization where we get to really focus on that innovation, that next gen of casino ops, because we have spent the last 5 years building a tool specifically for this industry to block and tackle the day-to-day just kind of nuances of our business. And had we not done that, I think that you'd end up with a tool that does a lot of really cool things, but it's not specific to gaming. And yeah, I'm
No, that's
excited.
great. I mean, it just sounds like you're really getting that 360 view right out of the gate, which is which is
Yeah.
good. And I like that you talk about being the one-stop shop because as a casino operator, one of the things that I deal with on a daily basis is how to get that one point of contact down because I've got 16 people handling my 360 view, you know. So
Yeah.
it's definitely a wonderful thing if we can get there.
Yeah, and you have to like one of the things that we do really well is it's not, yes, we've got the 360 player view, that I feel like is at this point, everybody expects that. But we also have the 360 view of your slot machine. We have a 360-degree view of your team member if they're using our slot dispatch. Everything in our product drills down to either a machine, a team member, or a guest. And so, no matter where you are, and depending on who you are and the permissions that you have, right, you can be a slot team member, but very much in the marketing PD world, looking at all the player stats because you might have permission and access to do that. And so our systems are not siloed, everything talks to each other. And just depending on your role within the organization, you may or may not have access to certain features.
Well, that's fantastic. Uh, Brooke, it's been great talking with you. And we hope to have you on the show again because you're such a fun speaker. We really enjoyed having you today. If we get the chance, we'll have to have you back.
All right. Well, I would love to be back. Thank you so much. And it was great to be on.
Great. Well, everyone, you've been listening to Brooke Fiumara with Optics. Definitely give her a call if you have any analytics needs. Apparently, she is way ahead of a lot of other folks out there. So uh, give give her a call, and I look forward to talking to you next time. Have a great one.